from the playbook, the King James playbook, and Basketball Chosen One asked the soul of the game for court vision. And it was granted to him. Can I get a layup? Layup! The Chosen One didn't ask for hops.
Coach Reverend Rob.
He didn't ask for hand. Why did the Chosen One ask for court vision? I'm gonna tell you why. Just listen. He wanted glory for the team. I feel the soul of the game coming over me.
The Chosen One didn't ask for hops or crazy handles. He didn't pray to the heavens for a silky jumper. The Chosen One asked for simply one thing: court vision, for the glory of the team. We know this because once upon a time when his game was young and his cheeks were baby smooth, LeBron James burst into the scene, zipping no-look passes to his teammates left and right. The message was clear. James would be unlike any other modern-day star, a devoted playmaker, installed with divine creativity and a purpose of passing. Oh, he could score, but his passion was for the pass. He would be more Magic Johnson than Michael Jordan. That's what everyone said. And never mind that familiar number 23 on LeBron's back. It was certainly true, and yet, not entirely accurate. The greatest passer of his generation, as it turns out, has become one of the greatest scorers of all time. He's both Magic and Michael. With 35 points on May 25th, 2017, LeBron burst past Jordan to become the number one scorer in NBA playoff history.
Pass to James. Here is James.
There it is.
Three.
There it is, right there.
Just
He
passed
knows.
Michael Jordan for number one all time.
With 5,995 points. Jordan's record, 5,987, had stood for 20 years. LeBron earned the title while leading the Cavaliers to a 135-102 rout over the Boston Celtics and securing another trip to the NBA Finals. For LeBron, it was a deep, meaningful moment. One he'd never imagined.
This one guy be such a luminary in the game and you trying to chase it. How do you put into words passing Michael in such a statistic that, you know, has a lot of stature in this game?
I think, well, first of all, you know, I wear the number because of Mike. I think I fell in love with the game because of Mike, just seeing what he was able to accomplish. But I felt like Mike was so, you know, when you're growing up and you're seeing Michael Jordan, it's almost like a god. So I didn't never believe I could be Mike. So I started to focus myself on other players and other people around my neighborhood because I never thought that you could get to a point where Mike was. So I think that helped shape my game. And I think the biggest thing for me sitting here today after breaking the all-time scoring record in playoff history is that I did it just being me.
The truth is, even now, LeBron sees himself as the same team-first playmaker who bursted into the scene nearly 17 years ago. If there were any doubts about LeBron as a scorer, that narrative should have been obliterated in 2007, Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh my! What a shot by LeBron James, off balance, shot clock running down.
LeBron scored 29 out of the Cavs' 30 points to lead a double overtime victory over the Detroit Pistons. Skeptics were instead fixated on Game 1 of that series, when LeBron famously, or infamously, passed to a wide-open Daniel Marshall instead of taking the final shot himself. Marshall missed, the Cavs lost, and critics feasted. It was the right play in the minds of basketball purists. It also exemplified and amplified all the doubts about James's makeup as a potential all-time great. It was seen as un-Jordan-like. A decade later, James has swiped MJ's postseason scoring title and is still doing it his way. Watch the first quarter of any playoff game LeBron has played in, and you'll see James is definitely manipulating the defense, creating open three-pointers for Kevin Love and driving lanes for Kyrie Irving. If his own shot isn't faltering, LeBron leans comfortably on his teammates. Forced shots are rare. His scoring, coming within the flow of the game, can seem effortless. A scorer to his core, Michael had 173 games of at least 40 points and 31 games of at least 50 points. Jordan averaged at least 30 points per game in 8 of his 15 seasons and won 10 scoring titles. James averaged 30 plus points just 2 times and has 1 scoring title. He spent most of his career hovering in the high 20s in points. He's never led the league in field goal attempts. Yet LeBron's longevity, consistency, and brilliance have carried him past his idol. LeBron played more postseason games than Jordan, but he's also taken fewer shots. 17 years in, we need a new framework because the old models are insufficient. So consider this. You could say he's the greatest playmaker of all elite scorers and the greatest scorer among the elite passers. The LeBron Magic comparisons are very rare. But get this, LeBron is more than Magic because he scores. And LeBron is more than Michael because he passes. Just a quick announcement, the LeBron Factory just dropped its storefront. So if you haven't yet, go check it out and cop some of your best LeBron apparel in the game. The link will be in the description below, so yeah, go give that a check out. And thanks again, I appreciate all the love that I've been getting. This thing is blowing up faster than what I thought, and it's all thanks to you guys. Let's go, and remember, we are all witnesses.